Hey, good morning, everybody. How we doing here on this Monday morning, January 31, 2022? We've already got a month behind us. Good Lord, it does fly, doesn't it? I'm really serious. I'm not just saying that. It just seems like yesterday we started, the new year, and look at where we are now, already a month down. Only 11 months left. And then we're going to be 11 months older. For some of us, that's not the direction we want to go. Okay, so here's, I think this is something that not every trader, but I think a lot of traders need to embrace what's going on right now. And I mean, this is just my opinion, okay? Yeah, you do have to embrace it. If you don't embrace it, it's going to hurt you. And first of all, we have tons of earnings this week, so that's going to make the market a little bit choppy and crazy. The Fed's talking about rate tightening. Look, that's going to happen, and that's going to cause the market to be choppy. We've got the coronavirus and its friends that is not helping anything at all. That's going to make the market choppy. So we seriously we have to embrace this. If you don't embrace it, you're just gonna get fried. And what I mean by embracing it. Sorry, I just read a text here. What I mean by embracing it is accept the fact we're going to have, let's see, there we go. We're going to have choppiness, and I'm just using the SPY here. We're going to have bullishness. Maybe not right now. I'm just using this as an example. And we're going to have bearishness. And, runs like this, they will come. Not today. I do not believe it's today. But we will get runs like this. Nice little runs like that. We will get runs like that. We will get runs like this to the downside. We will get short bursts up. We will get short bursts down. And we seriously have to embrace it. You have to develop a plan, I think, on how to attack it. And just really quick, and then we're going to take a look at some charts. I don't want to chew my time up this morning looking at this. I'm embracing it using the Trendicator. I'm embracing it using the red, the green. I'm embracing it going back to our old friend, the TLine. That's what I like to use. JW, my Julie, Ron there, Fred. Maybe you guys have something else. Everybody else might have something to give you those ideas. When is it time to go long? When is it time to go short? I think this is a time to, if you're a candlestick trader, this is not a time to just hop in because we have a good bullish candle. I think this is a time to really, really make yourself look at follow through. Realize that there's very likely to be a little chop before it goes back up. So we've got to put those boundaries in here, these lines in that says, okay, we can't be in this stock if we're here. For instance, I'm in Apple, okay? I bought Apple here, and I'm up pretty good. Well, my boundary, this is, I'm going to turn there we go, the live off. Well, my boundary is going to be, for now anyway, unless it starts really going, and then I will change my boundary. I will up my boundary for protection. That's what I'll change it to. But right now, my boundary line is that red green dot. I only like Apple because it's over that green dot. I like it because it's over the 50-period moving average, but I absolutely expect a little bit of noise around the 50. But if we can stay above that green dot, I'm cool with that. And from there, I can let it just do whatever it wants to do, and just stay with it. This is what I'm looking for. And when this is no longer there, when it turns back red, that's when I'll be out. Now, there's a little caveat to that, I guess. If price was to, let's just say, crazy things happen, right? Especially on Mondays. If price was to do this the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, well, the Trendicator here, it's slow. It's not going to move up quite as fast. Well, I'm certainly not going to wait till it comes all the way back down there. So I'm going to be a profit taker. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's time to embrace some really hard facts that you already know, but we tend to let those things slide sometimes, especially in a good market. I don't believe we have a good market right now at all. Not even remotely close. And I don't really think we're going to have a great market for a while. We're going to have choppiness. We're going to have bump. So let's just trade cautiously. That's the key here. And let me turn this real time back on. Let's take a look at this. Another thing with this choppy, bumpy market that we're going to have, we've got to be prepared to play both longs and shorts, or long shorts and inverse ETFs maybe, okay? And that's what we've got here. So, well, we don't have an inverse here, but UVXY is a great chart to look at if there's fear in the market. There's a few others that do the same thing, but today we're just going to look at UVXY. And you can see how it's green. That tells me that's bullish. It doesn't matter what kind of overhead resistance you have. It just doesn't matter. It is only a trade when the trade sets up. But the first part right here says it's bullish. However, just because it says it's bullish doesn't necessarily guarantee it's a buy right here. So we've got to put our rules in there. So one rule that I might be looking at today, which I can tell you is a fact, that if we start showing bullish strength, probably over 1842, I see myself buying some UVXY. So it's on follow through is what I'm looking at. But because of the chart overall pattern, it can't help not to have it on a bullish alert system of sorts. I say of sorts because everybody's got their own alert system. Let's look at a long here. VMW. VMW's pretty. Look how that has been in a downtrend. It doesn't matter what price does at this point. It has to change that downtrend. Well, here it's changed it. Notice it didn't change it with any remarkable candlesticks. I mean, there's nothing here remarkable. I mean, look at that big old stick there, and it just happened. So it's not all about candlesticks. You gotta, and I love candlesticks. Don't get me wrong. I'm not poo-pooing them here at all. I love them. But you can see the overall trend turned up now. Now, this is where we put candlesticks price action into action. This is where we put our entry rules into action right here. So we've got this trend. Whoops, try this again. There we go. We've got this trend sitting here like that. Nice candle here, nice bullish candle, showing the bulls are around. And then we just sort of move right on up. We get up here and we break out now. This becomes a buy area. Now this is this is not going to be a 3/8 trap. This will be above the 3/8 trap, but an inside day trade just above the breakout. So anyway, I'm looking at VMW for a possible trade. Another thing too is I'm not going to run out the first 30 minutes of this market. I'm going to manage positions I have. The first 30 minutes market is for rookies and wannabe traders. I'm not going to lie to you about that. Stay away from that game. It just sucker bait. And let's slowly take our time, manage charts, and move into positions when you feel comfortable. ZIM. I like what ZIM is doing. Now it's been up a few days, so that makes me a little nervous. Not nervous like it's not a good chart, just nervous for a buy. So I want to make sure this does just what I want. So after this many days up, I want to see a rest. This may absolutely not be a buy today for me. Not even remotely close. Not even remotely close. But if it sits here for a couple of days, this right here would be a good example. Look at that big run up. Let it sit there for a couple of days. Let it shake out, and then we take a look at it. So it's obviously doing the right thing. We just need to make sure it sets up for our buy. That could be a 3/8 trap. That could be a TLine bounce, a Trendicator bounce, somewhere in this area with some kind of support underneath it, and then a bullish candle. Excuse me. Let's talk about Piton. So Piton is kind of a joke in here, a little bit. It's still in a downtrend. You can kind of see that downtrend there. So I am currently short this. I'm going to look to add to my short. And to add to the short, I would love for this chart to actually pop up a little bit. And then when it does, I'm going to look at a more of a short. But you know what? If it doesn't do that, if it wants to just kind of come back down here, I just might add to it right here. At the moment, I'm still looking somewhere around $20.50 as a target. And then maybe we can look at something to retest those lows. What is that? 2020 lows, I guess. RWM. So RWM is a long trade, and it's a way to short IWM. If you don't want to short, you don't have to. There are other ways to do it, like an inverse ETF. I see nothing but a downtrend here on IWM. I do not see that it's changing anytime soon. I suppose it could change that today. I suppose anything is possible. I don't necessarily see that. And while IWM is still in a downtrend, RWM becomes a long play. Notice the trend here. That puts it on the long list. We're going to watch over here on the right side at price action and the candlesticks and how they set up for a possible entry. XLE, there's actually a lot of energy companies. I first had several energy companies on here, and I just had too many, so I decided, you know what, take a look at XLE. And from there, we can pull out energy companies that might be working. You can see the beautiful trend here. See where we tested the Trendicator. We popped up. Here, let me draw this up there. We're still testing these highs right in here. We're right here at the T-line. We're right here at a 3/8 trap. Beautiful low, high, so far higher, low, flag type chart pattern. So anyway, I think it's a great chart. That's all I have for stocks I'm adding to the watch list. Again, be very cautious. It's going to be this way for a while, and all we have to do is embrace it. One other thing I didn't mention is keep in mind you don't have to trade every single day. You could just manage whatever you're in for a day or two. Let things be totally in your favor. Make sure the market is in your favor. Make sure the chart is in your favor. Make sure you're doing everything by your rules. You're not going to win all of those. None of us ever do. I don't care. Man, I got a frog in my throat. Or a cat. I don't know what it is. It's important to have those rules in place and stick to them. You're not going to win them all. None of us never do. But if you stick to your rules and stay calm and stay in control, the outcome is more likely to be in your favor. So anyway, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for listening to me. I'll be back here in just a few minutes. Well, about 25 minutes, and that's when the market opens up. Okay, everyone, take care. Thank you.